Alright, so here we are taking a look at the new deluxe expansion for Ashes, Rise of the Phoenixborn, or Ashes Reborn. Sorry about that. So this is Jericho. Jericho is not necessarily a new character, but as you can see here, she's listed as Jericho Reborn. And we have the card for the new dice. I think I want to cover this first. So it is turtles, and then hourglasses, and then the triangle circle. But the main thing I want to talk about here is the dice effect, which is the side action with one turtle. Place one status token on a target unit you control. Then you may remove one status token from a target unit or spell. It's a neat little thing. And then Jericho Reborn here has a health of 17. Her battlefield can be 7 with a spell board of 3. And her side action is to search your draw pile for one card and set it aside. Shuffle your draw pile, then place the side card on top of it. So those are the two main cards that I wanted to focus on here because it is the new dice and the new Phoenixborn, newish Phoenixborn. All right, so we're going to talk about Conjurations next, and I want to do them kind of side by side. So here we have Summon Turtle Guard. So in order to play Summon Turtle Guard into your spellbook, you need to spend a main action and a side action along with the base magic cost. But to bring them out, you need to spend a turtle dice as a main or side action. And, no, I'm sorry, I think that's main and side action. And you can place the turtle guard onto your battlefield. If it's focused, you may place one exhaustion token on an unexhausted turtle guard you control to place an exhaustion token on a target unexhausted unit an opponent controls. It's a really neat thing. Basically, you're able to control the battlefield if you're not bringing turtle guards out. I believe in this deck, there are only... Where did I put those Conjurations? Where did I put those pesky Conjurations? Oh, here they are. Right over here. I think there's only, yes, 2 turtle guards. And as I looked around for it like crazy, I realized that the 2 right there means there's 2 turtle guards here. But anyway, they have an attack of 2, a life of 3, a recover of 1. This unit cannot attack because it's rooted. It's also unit guard. And it also has withdrawal. While this unit is exhausted, prevent all damage dealt to this unit from being received. And then the other conjuration we have here is Summon the Time Hopper. Really neat artwork on the Time Hopper. All right. So, just basically a main action to put the card into your spell board, and a side action with the hourglass there for putting the Time Hopper out. If it's focused, you control an unexhausted Time Hopper with 1 or more status tokens on it. You may place an additional Time Hopper conjuration onto your battlefield. And, sorry for the shakiness, we have 4. Now, the Time Hopper itself is an attack of 1 and a life of 1. But it has an ability, when this unit comes into play, you may place 1 status token on another target unit. And this unit cannot block because it is fearful. So let's take a look at some of the other cards we have here. Let's talk about units first, since that's what I seem to be doing. First I want to talk about here is the Standard Bearer, which costs a main action with your base magic and the hourglass. It's resourceful when this unit comes into play. Place 1 status token on this unit. At the beginning of the player turns phase, place 1 status token on this unit. And it has Inspire. When this unit is declared as an attacker, you may choose a number of other attacking units up to the number of status tokens on this unit. Add 1 to the chosen attack values for the remainder of the turn, with an attack of 1, a life of 3, and a recover of 1. And the other unit we have here, the Swift Messenger, which is a main action and the hourglass, attack of 1, life of 1, recover 1, and Swift. After a unit comes into play onto an opponent's battlefield, you may play this unit from your hand without paying its main action cost. It also has Assist 1. When this unit comes into play, draw a card. And those are the units that come in Jericho Reborn. Now we're going to talk about, let's see, do we want to do action spells or reaction spells? Let's do alteration spells first because there's only one of them in the deck, which is Stasis. It is a side action and costs mid-magic there, the hourglass. After an opponent declares attackers, you may play this spell from your hand without paying its side action cost. It is also a reaction spell until it is in play. This unit is considered to be exhausted. If it was declared as an attacker, it is no longer attacking. Unchain for the opponent it spends major and side action to discard the spell. So that's pretty nasty. Okay. Let's go to some ready spells. The only other ready spell she has is called Foresight. Some gorgeous artwork there. Is a main action to put it out with the Hourglass. During the draw card step, you may draw one additional card. And as a main action with Exhaustion, look at the top 2 cards of the target player's draw pile. Place one of those cards on the bottom and place the other card on the top. Really neat. Now, there are no other ready spells she has, so let's take a look at some reaction spells. So this is Flash Strike, costs mid-magic. You may play the spell after an opponent has the choice to declare blockers or a guard. Choose a unit you control with 1 or more status tokens on it. For the remainder of the turn, add 2 to its attack value, and it gains the following ability. While this unit is attacking, it deals damage before units in battle with it. So, pretty neat. Basically is a nice way to try to end things quickly. Then we have Outmatch, which just costs a turtle. You may play the spell after an opponent declares attackers. Add 4 to the attack value of a target unit you control for the remainder of the turn. Alright. By the way, yes, this is my Ashes playmat. It's got Rin Northfell and... I can't remember this Phoenixborn's name. But it was the Children of Black Cloud pack. So here are the action spells she has. So we have Blink, which is a side action with a basic magic. Remove a target unit from the game. At the end of this turn, place that unit onto its owner's battlefield. Okay. And then we have Accelerate, which costs your Hourglass. Draw 1 card. Change 2 dice in your active pool to a side of your choice. You may take up to 2 additional side actions this turn. And that's great, because she's got a lot of side action stuff going on in her deck. Now, I'm just taking a look through the cards again to make sure there aren't any cards I'm missing. And I think that's pretty much it. So that's all we have here for Jericho Reborn. And she brings with her some new magic. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. But I think I've got it to the point where we've zoomed in enough that if you have any questions, you can read on the card yourself what it says. If I'm unclear about something, please let me know. Yes, I know that magic has certain names like basic, class, and all that. I like saying turtles and hourglasses. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching. Let's head back up to the table to hear our thoughts about Jericho Reborn. Hey everybody, it's Matt the Dice Checker, and I'm going to give you my thoughts here on the deck for Jericho Reborn. This is the deluxe expansion for Ashes Reborn. So this was the first character they released, and it came with a set of new dice as well. So I've played Jericho Reborn a few times, and one of the things that impresses me with this deck is the ability to kind of, play with time. And that's a lot of what's going on with her deck. Now, I haven't been able to really get the deck to click for me yet, but that's because I'm still kind of working on, figuring everything out. But she has some really neat stuff in here, especially things going into discard or looking at draw piles. Just kind of removing units from the game. I really do like this Blink card. This Blink card can basically make or break the game here. Remove a target unit from the game. At the end of this turn, place that unit onto its owner's battlefield. So if you've got one unit that your opponent is using, and no matter what, you just can't get through it, boom, all of a sudden you are just kind of, pounding through the line, and then they can get their character back, but that could be enough to end the game for you. Her ability to search your draw pile for a card and set it aside, shuffle your draw pile and set the card aside on top of it. I mean, I talk about the idea that she's kind of playing with time, but it's really more deck manipulation. The theme is time. So I really do like this deck a lot. I'm hoping to see more like this come out in the future. I know that Plaid Hat is working tirelessly on getting a lot of this set ready to go and explode again. I was always, and I'm very vocal about this, very sad to hear back in the day when they said Ashes was done. And I'm like, but I own everything for it. But it's back, and I think they did a really great job with this. The time dice here, really neat. There's really not much for me to say about an expansion to a card game like this, unless it like really changes some rule sets. This is just a deluxe expansion that adds more concepts to the game. So I really do enjoy this. This gets, it just adds something else great to an already great game. So that is Jericho Reborn for Ashes Reborn. And we'll see you next time, everybody.